Hello and welcome back to People Skills Pro. Let's talk about that little glowing screen in your pocket, that device that connects you to the entire world but can also be the source of immense anxiety and confusion, especially in the world of dating. I want you to think about the last time you sent a text to a woman you were interested in. You typed it out, you reread it, maybe you deleted it and typed it again. You finally hit send, and then the waiting begins. You see the delivered notification. You wait for the three little dots to appear. Minutes feel like hours. Your phone buzzes, but it's just a notification from your food delivery app. That feeling, that mix of hope, anxiety, and uncertainty is something almost every man has experienced. Why is texting so hard? Why do so many conversations that feel great in person turn into a digital desert, with one-word replies and conversations that fizzle out into nothing? The answer is that most men are using texting for the exact opposite of its intended purpose in dating. They are making a fundamental mistake in their approach that kills the vibe, creates pressure, and turns a tool of connection into a tool of interrogation. They don't realize that every text they send is either building attraction or destroying it. There is no neutral ground. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into the art and science of attractive texting. We will expose the #1 mindset mistake that leads to dead-end conversations. We'll break down the 3 types of texts you must avoid at all costs, and I will give you the 3 golden rules of texting that will make her smile when she sees your name pop up on her screen. This isn't about cheesy pickup lines or manipulative games. This is about understanding the psychology of communication in the digital age. So, if you're ready to stop being the guy who gets left on red, then don't text her again until you watch this. The #1 texting mindset mistake: using text for logistics, not emotion. Before we talk about what to text, we have to fix the broken foundation upon which most men build their texting strategy. The single biggest mistake men make is viewing texting as a purely logical tool for information exchange and logistics. Their thought process goes something like this: I like this person. I need to get to know her better to see if we are compatible. I will use text messages to ask her questions about her life, her job, and her day. Once I have enough data, I will use text messages to arrange the logistics of a date. This turns the man into an administrative assistant of dating. He's not a potential romantic partner, he's a scheduler. His texts are boring, predictable, and devoid of the one thing that actually builds attraction: emotion. Here's the fundamental mindset shift you need to make. Texting is not for getting to know someone. Texting is for building emotional momentum between the times you see each other in person. Getting to know someone, their values, their stories, their dreams, is what dates are for. Texting is for reminding her of the fun, playful, and attractive vibe you have. Your one and only goal when you send a text should be to make her feel a positive emotion. Primarily, you want to make her smile. When she sees your name pop up on her phone, her gut reaction shouldn't be, "Oh, great, another question I have to answer." It should be, "Oh, it's him," followed by a smile and a feeling of pleasant anticipation. If you can achieve that, you have won the texting game. The 3 types of texts you must avoid. To become the man whose texts she's excited to receive, you first have to stop sending the texts that make you seem boring, needy, or overwhelming. Let's break down the 3 cardinal sins of texting. 1. The interview text. This is the most common mistake, and it flows directly from the broken logical mindset. These are low-effort, high expectation questions that force her to carry the conversation. Examples. Hey, how you doing? How was your day? What are you up to? WYD. What's up? Why it kills attraction. It's boring and unoriginal. She is getting this exact same text from 5 other guys. It shows zero creativity and makes you instantly forgettable. It puts all the work on her. You've asked a question that requires her to stop what she's doing and generate an interesting response out of thin air. It turns a fun interaction into a chore. It signals you have nothing interesting to offer. When you ask, "What's up?" you're essentially saying, "I'm bored and have nothing going on. Please entertain me." The fix. Lead with a statement or a playful assumption. Bring value to the conversation instead of trying to extract it. Instead of, "How was your day?" try, "Hope you survived Monday. I'm pretty sure my coffee machine is the only reason I made it through." This is a relatable statement that doesn't demand a detailed answer. Instead of, "What are you up to?" try, "Don't tell me you're already binging that new Netflix show we talked about without me." This is a playful callback and an assumption. 2. The needy or validation-seeking text. These texts are sent from a place of insecurity. They are designed not to build a connection, but to see if she still likes you. It's a request for reassurance. Examples. After a first date, "Hey, just wanted to say I had a really great time last night," followed by silence, hoping she says it back. After no contact for a day, "Hey, just checking in," or "thinking of you" when sent too early or out of context. The dreaded double or triple text when she hasn't responded. Why it kills attraction. It screams insecurity. It shows that you are worried you lost her interest. Confidence is attractive. Neediness is not. A confident man assumes she had a good time and is busy with his own life. He doesn't need her validation to feel good about the interaction. It creates pressure. It puts her in an awkward position where she feels obligated to reassure you, which can feel suffocating. It lowers your value. It communicates that you have nothing else going on in your life and are just sitting by your phone waiting for her. The fix. Text with purpose and from a place of confidence. Assume she likes you and is busy. Give her space to wonder about you. After a great date, it's better to wait a day and send a text that references a fun moment you shared, rather than a generic text seeking validation. Instead of, "Had a great time last night," try, the next day, "I'm still laughing about that story you told about your dog. He sounds like a menace. Anyway, hope you have a great day." This is confident, references a specific connection, and doesn't demand anything. 3. The wall of text or emotional dumping text. This happens when a man uses texting like a diary or a therapy session. He sends long, multi-paragraph messages detailing his entire day, his feelings, or a complex story. Why it kills attraction? It's overwhelming. No one wants to stop what they're doing to read an essay. It's too much investment for the medium. It kills all mystery. Attraction thrives on a bit of mystery and discovery. If you tell her everything about yourself via text, there's less to discover in person. It shifts the dynamic to platonic. This is how you text your best friend or your mom. It creates a pen pal vibe, not a romantic one. You become her buddy, not a potential lover. The fix? Keep your texts relatively short and playful. Save the deep, long conversations for when you were together in person. A good rule of thumb is to try and mirror the length of her texts. If she's sending one-sentence replies, don't send her a novel. The 3 golden rules of attractive texting. Now that we know what to avoid, let's focus on what to do. These 3 rules will guide you toward becoming the man whose texts she is excited to see. Rule number 1. Be the high point of her day. The make her smile rule. As we said, your primary goal is to elicit a positive emotion. Technique. Use callbacks. This is the most powerful technique. Referencing a joke or a moment from a previous conversation shows you were listening and creates a secret inside world between the two of you. Just walked past a karaoke bar and had a terrifying vision of us attempting that duet you talked about. The world isn't ready. Technique. Use playful misinterpretation. Her is, I'm so tired, I need to go to bed. You is, wow, already asking me to go to bed with you? We just met. A little forward, don't you think? Winky. Technique. Send funny, relatable content. A well-chosen meme or GIF that matches her sense of humor can be more effective than a paragraph of text. It's a low-effort way for her to respond and shows you get her. Rule number 2. End the conversation first, the high-note exit for texting. Just like in-person interactions, you want to leave her wanting more. Don't let the conversation drag on until it dies a slow, awkward death. The psychology. When you end the conversation, especially when it's going well, you signal that you are a busy, high-value man with things to do. It creates a subtle sense of scarcity and makes her look forward to the next interaction. How to do it? After a few good back-and-forth messages, be the one to gracefully bow out. Hey, about to jump into a meeting, but great chatting. Let's talk soon. All right, I'm off to the gym to pretend I know what I'm doing. Catch you later. This was fun, but my pizza just arrived and it requires my full, undivided attention. TTYL. Rule number 3. Use texting to lead, not to linger. The logistics with a vibe rule. Texting should always have a purpose, and that purpose is to facilitate seeing each other in person, where real connection happens. The process? Once you've established a fun, positive vibe over a few messages, it's time to transition. Don't text for days on end without making a move. The technique? Combine a playful statement with clear, confident logistics. This texting thing is fun, but I have a feeling we'd have an even better time debating the merits of pineapple on pizza in person. You free for a drink Thursday? All right, I can't have you out here thinking all dogs are better than cats. This requires an in-person debate. I'm thinking that little wine bar on Main Street, Wednesday or Thursday? I'll make the case for felines. Okay, your meme game is strong. I'm impressed. Let's see if your mini golf game is just as good. How about we find out this weekend? This is confident, direct, and gives a fun reason for the date. It is leading, and that is attractive. So let's bring it all together. The phone in your pocket can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy in dating. The choice comes down to your mindset. Stop using text as a logical tool for interviews and logistics. Start seeing it for what it is, a way to build emotional momentum and make her smile. Avoid the cardinal sins. The boring interview texts, the insecure validation-seeking texts, and the overwhelming wall of text. Instead, live by the 3 golden rules. Be the high point of her day by making her smile. Be the one to end the conversation on a high note. And when the vibe is right, use text to lead confidently towards a real in-person connection. When you make this shift, you'll stop being the guy she feels obligated to answer and become the man she's excited to hear from. You'll stop feeling that anxiety when you hit send because you'll be texting with a confident purpose. If you found this deep dive helpful, please do me a favor and click the like button and subscribe to People Skills Pro for more practical advice on building better connections. Thank you for listening.